Hey guys, happy Friday. Let's see who joins me. I wish I had like somewhere to put this. We'll just set it right here for now. All right, while I am waiting on some people to join me, I am going to continue to make samples. It's right around lunchtime, I think. I like to schedule my lives around lunchtime because I know most of you work a full-time job. I've been there. Been there, done that. So I totally understand. So say hey to me when you join so I can see who is here. We have 2 people watching. I love when you guys interact with me and engage with me and ask me questions and comment, all of the above. Actually see. Sometimes Facebook hides the comments from me too. So if you're commenting and I'm not responding, it's because I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Megan, hey girl. Hey girl. Who else is watching? We got 2 other people up here. Beep, beep. All right, so I wanted to chat bulk sampling and why it's important, okay? So, bulk sampling, it is going to take you a little bit of time to do, okay? We're going to talk about what I suggest you bulk sample and why it's important, okay? So, sampling, why do we sample? Number 1, why do we sample? Okay, there's some dog hair. Oh, Jessica, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, girl. I hope you feel better, girl. Yes, get some organizers to organize your samples. I am a huge organizer person when it comes to my office, maybe not the rest of my house, but I love clear containers. Please don't ask me where I got them from because I don't even know. I really don't even know. But, okay, so number 1, why do we sample? We sample because if you get the product in your customer's hands, they are more likely to buy it, okay? I am more likely to buy something that I try before, I want to try before I buy if I have that opportunity, okay? So that is why we sample. So for example, I am making Scentsy Fresh samples right now in the new scent Palm Beach Breeze. Obviously sample what you want, okay? When I choose products to sample, I am looking at number 1, my personal favorites, okay? Because I will say, my customers are more likely to buy something that I personally love. Why? Because I'm raving about it. And my customers trust my sense of smell, okay? Now, some customers know that I have a completely different nose than they do. So some of them are going to be like, hey, I know that we have a different nose, so which scents do you think that I would love? I've already gotten to know those people, so I know exactly what they would love, like literally right off the top of my head, okay? That takes time. Give yourself some grace, especially if you're new. Give yourself some grace to learn what our products are, what's in our products, the different fragrances we have, okay? Give yourself grace to learn that, okay? I've been doing this for almost 4 years, so I've been in the game much longer than a lot of you, okay? So it's gonna take time, but the more that you educate yourself on the products that we have, the easier it's going to be able to tell your customer, hey, this is what you're gonna like based off of what your nose likes, okay? Or based off of previous orders that you've ordered from me, okay? So I am ordering, what I'm personally sampling is, I got the scratch and sniff stickers, okay? Those are, let me go get an example of that for you guys. All right, I'm back. Okay, so this is what I am sampling. Obviously, you do not have to sample all of this stuff, okay? So all of these products that I have to sample, I got using Host Rewards. So I either got it free or half off, okay? Now, if you are unfamiliar, maybe you just joined, or maybe you didn't see the post that I did a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whenever it was. These are scratch and sniff sticker releases. This is going to be your best friend, okay? Spend the money. You get 72 stickers in one pack. That's 72 samples right there. These are scratch and sniff, okay? This template, along with like 3 or 4 other templates, are in the file section in this group, okay? Download it, print them off. So these are super easy to mail. This will literally give you a stamp. It'll take a stamp to mail. That's 55 cents, okay? Invest in your business. So this is the first thing I want you guys to focus on. These are all of the new releases for the fall/winter catalog. I have a stack of these. So I do all of this at once. I do all of them at once in the first couple weeks or a month when the catalog transitions. And then I don't have to do it for the next 6 months. Okay, so I do everything in bulk, so that way when I have someone say, hey, I want to try Tinsel Berry, I can be like, okay, let me send you some stuff in the mail, and I don't have to be running around trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to get them a sample of this, okay? So this is why we bulk sample, so you're better prepared for the future, okay? Prepare now, you'll see success come sooner, okay? The other thing, we also have scratch and sniff oil samples, okay? You can also get these in the workstation in the consultant store. Now, in case you guys did not know, you can add anything in the consultant store, you can add that to an open party, so that way it cuts back on your shipping cost, okay? So if you have a $500 party that's already getting free shipping, add all of your business products, your business tools from the consultant store, add that to an open party. Even if you want some apparel, hats, sweatshirts, I think they had sweats in there. Add it to an open party and you'll get free shipping, okay? So if you have not ordered the scratch and sniff stickers and you're brand new, I don't care if you've been a consultant for 10 years. These are what I want you to focus on to begin with, okay? Invest in your business. Anything that you buy that is Scentsy related for your business is a tax write-off. Those stickers are a tax write-off. If you were to buy a Scentsy hat that says Scentsy on it, that is a tax write-off because you are branding yourself, okay? If you buy clear storage bins to organize your samples, that is a tax write-off, okay? The container of washer whiffs behind me, if you pay full price for them, that is a tax write-off. If you get them half off, $15, that's a tax write-off. These little sample containers, tax write-off. This little crinkle cutter, which is what I use to slice my wax bars to make samples with, tax write-off. This cup that I bought, I don't even know how long ago, like my first year in Scentsy, tax write-off, okay? Anything you buy for your business is a tax write-off, so make sure you are keeping track. That is part of being a business owner, okay? You have to track it. No one else. You have to track it, okay? So, a lot of my business tools I buy through Amazon. That way it's easily tracked. So I can go back in my order history and say, okay, this is what I've bought for my business. And then the other thing that I do have, I have a completely separate checking account where I transfer part of my paycheck into that checking account to invest back in my business. And then I can go back in that specific checking account, which is strictly for my business products or my business expenses only, to where I can track them much easier than if it was combined into an actual, into like my everyday checking account, okay? Yes, keep the receipts. Keep the receipts, okay? Because if you ever get audited by the IRS, doesn't happen often, but it can happen. I know consultants who have been audited. They're going to ask you for proof of, hey, what did you purchase in this year that you're claiming as a tax write-off? We need to see proof, okay? Your proof would be those receipts. But if I don't have to track receipts as much because I have my own business checking account, okay? All right, obviously you're gonna have to call your bank and ask them. I opened a separate checking account along with my primary bank for free, and all I do is I have a separate debit card for that checking account, okay? I wish I would have done that in the very first year of my business because I did not do that until this year. Okay, so year 4. Well, year 3, should I say. So, all right, back to samples. All right, look every catalog season, look in the catalog to see, okay, what is like 1 or 2 scents that are in multiple products? That's what you're going to want to sample, okay? So, for example, Cloudberry Dreams is almost in every single product that we offer. This fragrance comes in almost every single product. So if you sample it in counter cleaner, you can sample another scent in washer whiffs, okay? I'm actually doing the same scent, but that's because that's just what I wanted to do. But if they like the scent in this counter cleaner sample that you give them, which I'm going to give them a large sample, okay? If they like this fragrance in the counter cleaner, they're going to go back and they're going to get it in wax. They're going to get it in laundry. They're going to get it in Scentsy Soak, our body line, okay? They're going to get it in all the things, okay? So sample smarter, not harder, okay? All right, next, what did I do? If you guys do, now when I say this, I'm thinking more of like a new consultant where I realize you guys are still like trying to make money in order to invest it back into your business, right? I never want new consultants spending family money on their Scentsy business, okay? I want you guys to use what comes in your kit, and then when you get your first paycheck, you invest a portion of your paycheck back into your business, okay? I don't want you guys going broke, spending family money or your money from your everyday job on this side hustle, okay? Because for a lot of you, this is a side hustle, and you're building it up to maybe be your full-time hustle, okay? And whether you're in it now, thinking, okay, I never want to be a full-time Scentsy consultant, that can always change, okay? Take it from me. I joined Scentsy to make an extra $200 a month to pay for my car payment. I never expected to be here doing this full-time today as a stay-at-home dog mom, slinging wax and slinging these samples, okay? Never expected it, but things change, so never say never, okay? This is the best opportunity I have ever given a chance on, okay? Does that make sense? I've ever taken a chance on, wow. Okay, so, this is what I want you to do first, okay? I'm thinking from a new consultant. I don't want you spending a lot of money. So, do this first. All you gotta do is print this on regular paper from your house or at work. Shoot. When I worked as a nurse full-time, y'all, I'd be printing everything at work. That's probably not good to tell y'all. I was printing everything at work. Now, obviously, I got to print from a house. But you do what you got to do, okay? And then, so the scratch and sniff stickers, that is number 1. If you have not gotten those, hopefully they're still in the store. They usually sell out quickly, but I think this year, Scentsy was on it with ordering enough for the high demand of them. So look in the consultant store, get the stickers, okay? Make sure they are the fall release stickers. They come in a set, so you're going to get all of the new scents, okay? Get those. That is the first thing I want you to focus on sampling with, okay? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to pick 1, 2, maybe 3. Get them in all products. No. I only want you to focus on getting the wax ones, okay? If you want to get the oil ones, that's perfectly fine, but ultimately, I want you to focus on the wax ones, okay? The wax ones. Now, next, I want you to pick a max of 3 fragrances that are your favorite that come in wax, okay? That come in wax, other than what's on the scratch and sniff sticker sheet, okay? Don't focus on these because you're already sampling these. This is considered a sample. Scratch, sniff, go, okay? So I want you to come up with other fragrances that you personally love. So for me, I am sampling Cider Mill. I am sampling Autumn Road Trip. And I haven't figured out my third one that I'm sampling. Probably Luna, because Luna's like a classic. So I'm probably going to get a bar of Luna and sample that. But those 3 things do not come. You can get them in scratch and sniff, I believe. Honestly, you'd have to check if you wanted to do that, but I wanted to actually sample an actual wax sample. So, for example, like this. okay? This is a wax sample. Now, in your starter kit, you probably got felt samples, which they're not going to look like this, but they are, yours are going to be much cuter. I just got these off Amazon because they're much cheaper, but this is a felt sample, okay? So I've had a lot of questions on like, what the heck do I do with these little pieces of felt that came in my kit? Felt samples are primarily used for wax samples in the summertime because this is wax. If you're gonna mail this, today I think the high is like 95 today here in Eastern North Carolina. This is gonna melt, okay? So all of these samples that I've made so far, this is, the reason I made them like this is because I don't plan on sending these out until it starts getting cooler, okay? Once the weather starts cooling down, I'd say 70s, maybe low 80s and below, you'll be good mailing these. But in the meantime, this is what this is for. So the felt is gonna soak up any wax that melts, okay? So how you make these, there's a couple different ways. You can either slice it like this, add this in the bag to soak up any excess wax, okay? You can do it that way. Or you can melt it down in one of your Scentsy warmers, put some cubes in there, melt it down, add the felt will soak it up, let it dry, put it in a baggie, okay? That's the easiest way. I made felt samples for literally the first 3 years of my business out of one of my warmers. Actually, I would use multiple warmers. I would have like 3 or 4 warmers going depending on how many samples I was doing. That's how I'd make my samples, okay? So that's what your little felt pieces are for. But I actually am using them right now to make oil samples, okay? So all I did was I took one of these bad boys, I took some oil from one of the little containers, and I did 2 or 3 drops on this little thing. It's gonna soak it right up. You can smell it through the bag. Added a baggie, labeled it, okay? So these are my oil samples right now, okay? I did oil samples that are not on my scratch and sniff sheet. So, did I? Actually, I don't remember. I need to actually look, but can't even find that piece. Let me see, actually. Yeah, I did. I knew I did. So, I picked an oil that I personally love that is not on the scratch and sniff sheet, okay? So, that's what these little felt samples are for. Use them for oil or use them for wax. Next, sample things that are going to give you a lot of samples. So one wax bar will give you over 30 samples, okay? One wax bar with like this size sample is gonna give you, I think I got like, I didn't actually count them, but I got easily like 45 samples roughly out of 1 bar of wax, okay? Okay? Next, counter clean samples. Highly suggest doing counter clean samples so far, and I suggest Scentsy Fresh samples. I did Palm Beach Breeze, and that's because it's brand new in our catalog that comes in this product, so highly suggest doing that. And let me count how many samples I've gotten so far. I haven't finished it, but I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, I have 37 samples from 1 container of Scentsy Fresh, and I still have this much that I'm gonna sample. So I probably have another good 10 bottles roughly to sample. So I'm gonna have close to 50 samples from 1 container of Scentsy Fresh, okay? And these are large samples. This is a 10 ml sample, okay? I get these off Amazon. I will share my Amazon link with you guys in the comments of this video, okay? So you guys will see what I buy off Amazon. But I want you guys to start off slow, especially if you're new, okay? Start off slow. So start with the scratch and sniff stickers. Pick 2-3 bars of wax that are not on the scratch and sniff and sample them that way, okay? And then I'd pick maybe 1 of your favorite products, okay? So let's say Scentsy Soak is your favorite product. Sample a bag of Scentsy Soak. You're gonna get so many samples from 1 bag of Scentsy Soak, okay? And that's what I would start off with, okay? But I am doing bulk sampling, so I don't have to make any samples for the rest of the catalog season, except for like scent of the month and anything maybe new that's coming out, okay? But bulk sample now and prep now, and you'll thank yourself later, okay? Take it from me. I've done it where I did not bulk sample, and when people would ask me, or when I would go do my customer mail, my customer thank you mail, I'd be like, what the heck am I going to put in these bags? I don't have anything sampled, and it just takes more time, it takes more energy, and you're going to be more stressed out, okay? Bulk sampling and prepping now is going to, yes, take a lot of work right here, right now. It's going to take you hours to do this. But in the future, it's going to save you a lot of anxiety. It's going to save you a lot of stress. It's going to save you a lot of time, okay? What kind of bags do I mail them in? Let me show you. It's all different. All of my containers that I sample are plastic, okay? So you can choose to use a bubble mailer. I really rarely use bubble mailers, but I have them if needed. Honestly, the only time I ever really use a bubble mailer is if I'm mailing someone a bulb to give it extra padding. Most of the time, I use regular poly mailers. And I have multiple sizes of poly mailers. The link to these are also on my Amazon shop, which I will share. But I'll just turn this around. These are all in my poly mailers, okay? Y'all, I have collected these over the years, so I have some that are Christmassy. Most of mine are like summery time, and then I recently did, this is the first year that I've ever actually made one that was like specific to me. So, I just put them in little poly mailer bags and send them on their way. Now, I use stamps.com to send all of my mail from my house, okay? I do not suggest stamps.com until you're at a place in your business where you're sending out a lot of mail, okay? I probably didn't invest into stamps.com until year 2, probably. And that's because I was sending a lot of stuff from my house. If you're already mailing a lot of stuff, then I highly suggest it. But there are, stamps.com, you have to pay a monthly fee. It's close to $20 a month. You get a slight discount on your mail, and it's super easy. You do everything from your house. You don't have to go to the post office. I schedule a pickup. My USPS lady comes and picks it up directly from my house. And the newest thing is you can actually schedule you can pick whether you want your mail to go USPS, United States Postal Service, or UPS now. That's the newest thing for stamps.com. But there's also another postal service. It's called Pirate Ship, and I believe there's another one out there. I am not familiar with Pirate Ship, but it is free to use. There's not a monthly fee, but I don't know how it all works, so you would have to Google that, okay? Stamps.com takes a little bit to get used to. You learn how and what to choose in order to mail stuff, but for something like, if I'm going to mail, for example, if I'm going to mail a Scentsy Fresh container, a thing of Scentsy Soak, which is thick, okay, it does cost some money to mail it. Samples and that stuff, it's by weight, but it's also by thickness, okay? So if I send like a pretty thick package, I'm probably paying close to $3, maybe $3.50 per package that I mail. But if you mail a flat sample, which is where, if I was to mail this along with my little thank you card or whatever, it's gonna cost me literally a stamp, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? It depends on what you're mailing. When I do mail, I'm going to do my mail next week. I'll take pictures of what exactly I'm mailing, and then I will calculate it out, and I'll actually post like, hey, this specific package cost me $3, while this package cost me 1 stamp, 55 cents. Okay? So, sample with a purpose. Look in your catalog. Number 1, pick products that are your favorite. It's important that you pick and sample products that are your favorite, okay? Because this is your business. It's your business, and you want to show your customers, hey, I'm obsessed with this. So then you can kind of connect with them, because if they become obsessed with it, then you guys are more than likely have very similar taste and scents. That's weird that I said taste and scents, but you guys like the same fragrances. So then in the future, they can be like, okay, well, you basically like the same things I like. What do you suggest? I have so many customers that come to me and they're like, hey, I need a 6-pack of wax. You pick which ones I want because I know that I'm gonna like what you like. Okay, so you're gonna get to a point in your business where your customers are like, hey, I don't care what you choose for me, just pick me out a 6-pack, okay? So I hope that helped. I will post in the link in this video to my Amazon shop. That's where I have, if you look under business tools, anything that I have bought on Amazon that I use to make samples or mail stuff or anything for my customers or my team shout outs, poly mailers, bubble mailers are up there. Bags that to bag up my customer stuff is in there. But actually, I know there's a lot of new people on this video. Let me tell you guys, okay, a lot of people don't know this. When you go to close out a party, let's say you're closing out a party order and all of it's being shipped to you to individualize, package, and then get to the customer that ordered, okay? Type in bags in the search bar, and I'll share a screenshot of what it looks like, but you can get a pack of, I believe it's 25 clear Scentsy bags with handles on them to package your orders for $1. $1. So then I used those for forever. Then you don't have to worry about buying paper bags or other bags to package your stuff unless you want to make it your own. Obviously you can do that. But in the beginning of your business, I always tell my new consultants, hey, add the $1 customer bags to your order. You'll get a pack of 25 and you can package all of your stuff for $1. That's cheap. That is so cheap, okay? So I will share a screenshot of what exactly to type into the search bar because that can kind of be tricky. But yeah, okay, y'all, I hope that this helps. And I have a customer who wants to do a party with me, basically. Number one, she's already said that her order is going to meet the minimum requirements to have a party, so the 200 minimum. And then she said she was also going to share stuff with the girls at work. So I'm going to actually put together a little goodie bag for her and mail it to her. I'm putting that together today and I'm shipping it out today. So I will take a picture of what that looks like for me so you guys can kind of get ideas for what you want to do, okay? Anything that you guys see that I'm doing, please feel free to ask me questions or advice or anything, but I always want you guys to remember this is your business. So yes, take what you see from other consultants, but put your own spin on it, okay? So a lot of things that I do, one of the things that I do is I send my customers dog treats. I'm a dog mom. My customers know I'm a dog mom. So I send all of my customers when they order online dog treats, and it says like from the A crew to your crew or something like that because Anderson crew. There's one of them. Where's the other? Where's the third? Where's the third little boy? Oh, there's him, Ziz. So, take what you see, put your own spin on it, okay? Because at the end of the day, everyone, your customers who are ordering from you, they are not ordering from you because you're selling Scentsy products. Yes, our products are amazing. They're ultimately ordering from you because they know, like, and trust you, and they want to support you. Because any of my customers could easily go to any of you watching because we sell the exact same product, okay? But they're ordering from me for a reason, okay? So treat your customers well. Great customer service is key to be successful in this business. And yeah, I hope this helps. So I love you guys. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, so feel free to share it with anyone that you know that you think that this could help. So I hope you guys have a great day and happy Friday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend and soak it up.